Hello, my name is Marie Dalmis and welcome to my channel, A Wealth of Good Health. Today I am going to talk about different segments of financial aid tips and tricks. They will include several types of financial aid, how to apply for free financial aid, what's needed in order to fill out the financial aid form. Well, before we start talking about all these things, please subscribe to view more videos in English, French, and Creole. And let's get this video up to 200 likes. If you, a family member, or a friend is in need of this information, don't forget to refer them to this video. Paying for college education can be challenging for all students, whether traditional or non-traditional. The good news is a large percentage of those students who enroll in college receive some type of financial aid assistance. So, what's required in order for you to fill out the FAFSA form? Well, in order for you to complete the form, the financial aid form, you need to, number one, complete your biographical information. List the possible colleges you attempted to attend in order for them to receive your financial aid information. Next, you need to create a FAFSA ID. And the last one, you would need your income tax return information in order to complete the financial aid form. So what we're going to do, we're going to address every one of them individually, okay? So let's start with question number one. Question number one, what is biographical information? What is that? Well, biographical information is a personal data that differ you from another person, like your name, your date of birth, your social security number, your gender, your marital status, address, etc. So, why do you need all those information? Okay, why you have to provide them with all the informations? Well, during the application process, you will be required to complete your biographical information in order for your application to be reviewed and processed. Okay, so question number two. On the FAFSA form, you will need to list all your possible schools, so they also could receive the financial aid information once everything is processed. So, question number three. Creating a FAFSA ID. Why and how do you do that? Okay? Creating an ID, it's not completely necessary, but by creating it, it makes the process much easier for you. If you create a FAFSA ID, you can sign your FAFSA electronically, as well as pull in information from the IRS. Okay? So, you know why now. So, how to create that FAFSA ID? Well, in order to create the FAFSA ID, you will need to give an email address and a username. You will also need to create a password, as well as entering some biographical information. We already talked about it. By now, you should already know what that means. So, your social security number is very important. So, once you do all that, you submit your application. So you need to verify your application by clicking a link that they will send to you. Okay? So let's talk about question number 4. Why do you need to provide your income tax return information? Well, since federal aid is income based, in order for your federal student aid to be activated, your tax information is needed. Why do you need to have your income tax information? Since federal aid is an income-based program, therefore, you need to fill out the free application for federal student aid with your tax information in order for it to be calculated. Okay? Well, do you need to have the income tax information prior to filling out the application? Well, the answer is no. You do not need to have your income tax filled out prior to complete the application. In case you have to turn in your FAFSA before that income tax information, you can simply estimate the information when you turn it in. And once you process your application, later you will need to amend that FAFSA with the proper tax information because you estimated before. But now, since you've already filled out the tax return and you have that information already with you, you just correct everything, and then that way they'll be able to calculate it the accurate way for you. The next question on my list is, I hear you asking me, how can you get the tax information to the FAFSA? That's easy. Most of the time, you can use the IRS data retrieval tool to access your tax information, which simply means information will automatically be pulled in from the IRS to fill out the information data you need for your FAFSA to be completed. And if you are dependent, you will need your parents' tax return information. And if you are a dependent on your tax return, you will need to provide your parents' income tax to determine your financial aid. Well, that's all we have for you about filling out the FAFSA information. I hope you learned a lot about the process so far, and we have a lot more coming up for you. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe for new video. And if you know someone who's in need of that information, don't forget to refer them to this video. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.